In the past, when I would go to the dentist's office, I definitely had a lot of anxiety and nervousness about what was going to happen, right? You really don't know what the treatment is and really don't get clear explanations of what's going on. So in the past, I definitely had bad experiences.
When I would go to the dentist, I always had a lot of anxiety. I would think about it for days ahead of time and be very, very nervous. And the day of, I would always be very scared to go.
Did not like my smile. In group settings, it was always hand over mouth. It was a little, self-deprecating.
The differences between Dentistry of Norcross and other practices is just in their approach. They treat you much more like a person versus just a patient and someone coming in the door. It's almost like a big family when you come in. Everyone is just great from the time you walk in to the time you're finished.
Their staff is amazing. They all have been here for a very long time, and you walk in and you almost feel like you're family.
Every treatment that I've had here thus far at Norcross has been phenomenal, right? From fillings to cleanings and even more serious treatments.
I love to be able to help people out, especially if they're in pain. I want to get them out of pain as quick as we can, and I want to see them as quick as we can. I know that sometimes it's easy for the front desk to want to say, well, we're booked. We're never booked. And I tell my front staff, we are never too booked to see an emergency and get somebody out of pain.
How often do people ask you to do that?
They ask me a lot. Yeah, they ask me a lot, and I'm happy to do it. Yeah. If you are nervous about going to a new dental practice or just nervous about going to the dentist, I would highly recommend coming to Dentistry of Norcross.
Just go in, tell them what your issues are, and trust the process, right? I think there's a lot of fear when it comes to dentistry, and you hear a lot of horror stories, but that's not the case here at Norcross Dentistry.